How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. This guy. Back with yet another review. Cork and Cage. Not that hazy. Well, it's probably hazy inside there, but not that Haze-Bro stuff today. Getting a little bit funky. Getting a little fermented. Getting a little barrel aged. A little bit of Russian River's Consecration. Yeah. I have had this beer many times, but I don't remember the last time I had it. I don't remember if I've actually reviewed it. I think I might have. I might have reviewed it with Joe when he used to do beer reviews. But anyway, I'm going to review this one now, and you're going to like it. You might not like it, but I'm going to do it anyway. As far as what it says in here, it says Russian River Consecration. It's a sour ale aged 4 to 8 months. It's an ale aged in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels with currants added. Fermented in this bottle, re-fermented, I should say. St. Rosa, Sonoma County, California. There's a whole bunch of information in the back here. I am not going to read it all because this is just too much stuff. But as far as this beer goes, it is about a year and a half old. It was bottled on 12/16/2016. This is close to the 16th of May. I get married in a couple days, so yay for me. Or married a couple days ago, depending on when I post this. And done and done. I actually got this bottle in a pay it forward thing. A beer group I belong to. People just put out random lots of beer. Just saying, I have these 3 beers, who wants them? And people go, oh, I want them. I want them. I want them. And then, let's say 20 people all say, oh, I want this. And then that person picks a random number. And whoever gets that random number gets those beers. But under one caveat, which is they have to basically do the same thing. So it's a pay it forward kind of thing. So my buddy Jack, I met him before, drank beers with him before. He put this up with a couple other beers, and I ended up saying, I want in, and I had the magic numbers. So there you go. What do we have here? Index finger, gravity-defying creaminess, kind of cat-colored head. Really rocky on the edges. A little bit of creaminess on the edge, though. And pretty uniform stains, a couple stragglers. And you know what? I said that was probably going to be a bit murky. That is pretty damn clear, to be perfectly honest with you. Just soft, reddish, brownish tones. Very kind of, why am I blanking? Oud Bruin, classic color style beer. They call it a sour beer. I don't know if it is an Oud Bruin. I don't know. They actually talk. Oh, they actually right here. Oh, they just have the Saccharomyces, Lactobacillus, Brettanomyces, and Pediococcus on there. Your big 4. Any other information? It probably actually says on here what it actually is. It's the Tornado's 20th anniversary ale. I don't know if they actually name it as a certain style, but such is life. We'll see what happens. Get a nose on her. Yeah, that's what it is. It is. It's just rich. It's like a caramel apple, a sour tart caramel apple with super vinous vibes. Oh, there's so much fruit in there. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm getting rich brown sugary caramel vibes. But then there's this nice sweet apple. It's not a red delicious. It's not a golden. It's somewhere in between. You're getting this really nice kind of rich berry off of it. It's got to be like a red wine barrel. I actually don't know much about wine. Cabernet Sauvignon. I actually don't know if that's a red or wine. How horrible is that? It's got to be a red wine. It's got to be a nice, sweeter kind of red wine. I figured I'd know that. I don't know that. I hate wine. I don't hate it. It just doesn't agree with me. It's just got a rich, sweet, tart caramel. It's like it's different levels of sweetness. You're getting that sweetness from the wine, but you're getting that tartness from the wine. You're getting that sweetness from the malt, but you're also getting that kind of funky sourness you got from the bits and pieces and critters and stuff like that in the beer. You're getting a nice little soft kind of wood note, but I also feel like I'm going to get a big pop of vanilla off of it. It's all over the place in a beautiful way. It smells super nice, super rounded. There's some other flavor in there I just can't really tie into. Man, what is that? It's so recognizable, yet I can't think of what it is. I don't know. I'm just gonna dive in. It smells delicious. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow, that's creepily drinkable. A little oxidized. Definitely getting some paper bag in there, wet paper bag. It's not bad. It doesn't bother me that much. I can see other people do it. It's a jamming thing. That's what it is. It's the currants. That's what it has to be. That's when you don't pay attention. You're like, what the hell is that thing? And all of a sudden you're like, is it a berry? Is it a currant? And I'm like, wait a minute, there's fucking currants in here. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Wizard here, figuring it out. Yeah, it's got that rich sweetness from like a very kind of old ale, kind of classic, kind of age like oud bruin, where you get that kind of nice caramel notes on top of it, but at the same time you're getting that nice kind of tartness and that funk from those bits and pieces and critters and stuff like that from the yeast and the bacteria and whatnot. And you throw in the addition of the wine barrel. In the beer itself, you're getting that kind of, like I talked about, that kind of mid-range kind of appley vibes. But then you throw in that wine barrel, and then you get a bit of those kind of darker red kind of vinous grapiness. And it's not over the top, not super acidic, not overly tart. It brings an added component to that kind of tartness, while at the same time retaining itself to being decently sweet. And then you add those kind of currants in there, and then it adds that kind of extra level, that kind of what the hell is that when you don't read the label and you're trying to figure it out. That just adds another layer of complexity. It's all perfectly balanced. It's all connected within each other. It's not like out in left field. Each flavor isn't separate from each other. They're all very melded, all very distinct. Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure. I don't know if I was in the mood for something sour tonight, but I saw this and I was like, I'm grabbing this. Wanting something a bit outside of just sweet and malty or hoppy. And this gave me exactly what I needed. I knew what I needed without even knowing it. And that's a beautiful thing. It's giving me enough of that acidic funkiness to make me happy. It's not a super overly acidic, crazy, sour beer, but enough to make me happy. And enough to kind of give me a bit of that sweet portion of the show to keep that side of me very ecstatic. So yeah, let's talk about it. We'll get to the part I was just going to say at the end, but let's talk about it. It's one of the better sour beers I've had as of late. Yes, a combination of how the beer is made. I mean, Vinny over there, Russian River, knows what the fuck he's doing when it comes to sour. Everybody kind of knows this, but this beer, I forgot how good it is. I know I've had it before and I forgot, so poo on me for doing that. Absolutely fantastic. One of the better sour beers I've had as of late. Value availability, it's usually pretty readily available south of me. Once you go into like a Philly area, it's a shelf beer. And I don't think it's that expensive either, $12-15 give or take, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. That's kind of where this goes. Some people are super kind of gentle sour people. Some people are like super enamel ripping, tear my head off, kind of need a dental appointment the next day kind of sour people. This for me is getting right in that perfect wheelhouse of sour. I'd probably go just a touch more sour for it to be perfect for me, but this is a nice kind of combination of wild, which I think this beer is more wild than sour, but it's a sour wild beer, or it's a sour wild beer as opposed to being a wild sour beer, if that makes sense to anybody out there. It just, it has enough of that kind of natural kind of flora and fauna kind of thing going on, without getting too far in that sour category. And I think that's a beautiful thing, for me at least. Some people just want that, kind of same way some people want 2x4s at a face hop. Some people want that super, sour to the face enamel rippingness. This is more kind of Belgian in kind of the way it brings the sour. Impactful, well-made, delicious, but at the same time being very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if I'm going to be able to think of it. Conscientious. I said that wrong because I'm horrible with words sometimes. So, conscientious. I can't say that word. Why can't I say that word? I don't know. I have a hard time with words when I try to pronounce them. But once they roll off my tongue, I'm usually good. Anyway. Make a fool of yourself at the end. Anyway, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, anywhere in between, down there words and stuff. Oh, I forgot to go over the part. If you like what we like this, if you like those kind of beers, those beers that kind of are a bit more funky, edging towards sour as opposed to sour with a bit of funkiness. There you go. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers, type that into Google if you want to see me doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive into Google if you want to see me doing the podcasting stuff, brewer interviews, all that stuff. And hopefully you guys are enjoying a beautiful beer right now. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Hopefully you can pronounce words, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.